Happy July 4th, 2012. I think this is going to be my first official pumpkin patch update. I need to decide how I'm going to name these because I've been calling them just garden updates and the numbers are all screwed up, so maybe I'll do a pumpkin patch and garden update 1 and just start over, even though I had a pumpkin patch update at the start of the year in January and I put that one as number 1, but that was the end of last year's pumpkins, so who knows. I'll figure something out. But the little desert garden's doing great. These are zinnias. They're getting real big. Got a cucurbit down there. It just doesn't grow and something's eating it. But in the back, the sunflowers are doing better. They're not great, but they could be a lot better. That one seems to be doing well. And then we've got zinnias and my flag, and that might be one of the oil pumpkins. I hope so. And then some other, maybe that's a gourd. That looks like round leaves. That could be a gourd. And the moon and stars watermelon. It's starting to get vines and tendrils, so that's good. Here's a bigger, older one. Doing really well. I think this is the sugar baby watermelon. More zinnias. I can't wait for these zinnias to bloom to get some color in here. Sunflowers in the back. And these types of gourds, like chicken, I think those are swan gourds. They're getting taller. Hopefully they'll take on the fence and start climbing up pretty soon. And then the buckets over here are doing very, very well. I gotta do this fast. The bluebird wants to go back in the house. So, I'll hurry it up. A few kinds of gourds, with the birdhouse gourd being the largest. And the first female gourd right there. Awesome. It opened last night. I hope that it will, that it got pollinated. Who knows? Alright, let's go inside and look at the inside buckets. Okay, the 2 unknown gourds started vining and it's grabbed onto the fence, doing really well. There's the birdhouse. And the passion vine. I think it's gotten bigger too. And then the casa bananas are doing great. Third one popped out. Okay, and there are 4 babies in that nest, so I'm gonna go away now. Check out all the chickens foraging. They follow me. All right, now to show you the progress on the pumpkin patch. Okay, real quick before the pumpkins, a little update on the outdoor Nepenthes. Rainbowardiana's doing. Whoops! Didn't mean to spin it that fast. But this is what I want to show. This is the picture I showed last time. Get the shadow out of it. And it's doing great. It's gotten huge and it's already inflating. Here's one that was little a while back, and you can see how flat they are when they start. You gotta be real gentle with these. You don't want to twist them too much because they'll snap. Here's another one. I put my hand behind them because the camera doesn't focus otherwise. And I've got the sun, so I can't really see what's going on. Here's a really little one. It's cool to think that these guys are going to be as big as this one. And a new picture coming in there. And that's about it for these guys. Okay, and here we are at the start of my pumpkin patch. If you remember from the video last time, show a quick clip of that. Okay, so as you remember from the video last time, this was just, you could not walk in here. It was so full of weeds. So I have really done a number with this, and Chris has helped me out a lot, and we're pretty much, I just need to clear that grass out there and the grass around the barrel, and I think I'm going to start planting, hopefully today, and get the pumpkins, the seeds in the ground as far as the barrel is over there. I just got attacked by an insect. Okay. Anyways, very little weeding to do. Gotta throw away the beds over there. And throw those out, and then get that little corner where that little burn thing is, little spaceship thing that I call it. And I was planning to do something different this year, but I don't think it's going to work out. I was going to plant the rows going this way. Last year I planted them from where that chicken is towards, like, down like that. So that's north to south. I wanted to do east to west. This, where the fence is, this is the east side. But because I haven't finished the west side over there where the things are, and I just really want to get started on this, I'm just going to do it the way I did last year and do it north to south. And what was odd was that I remember that the pumpkins that were on the north side, even though they were all planted at the same time, didn't grow. Look at this. She doesn't even go through the door. Naughty girl. Just jumps the fence. The ones that grow on the north just didn't grow as well for some reason. They were always smaller. So I'm not going to plant any really close to this fence. I'm probably going to plant up to that corner of that bed over there and start that. And try to have a few pathways, which is pointless once the pumpkins get big as they take over everything. And that's also something I'm really hoping for. Let me show the ivy gourd. It's got beautiful flowers again. You see it's really taking over the fence like I wanted it to. But I have yet... Female flower. I have yet to see any males. All the females I showed in the last video have died. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get any fruits off of this plant because no males means no fruits. You gotta have both. Okay, so going back over here, I need to stand in the shade even though it's 9 a.m. now. It gets really hot. So Chris is working, but he's probably only going to work half a day today. These are all dead grasses that I overturned with the shovel. I'll rake them up and get them out of here, and this will look even better, but I'm just amazed at all the progress that has been done. Okay, so the plan was to plant this full of mostly the Dickinson pumpkins. I love how the chickens follow me in here, you know. Branny, then you have your horde of cats that follows you into your pumpkin patch, and that's really cool. I've got my horde of chickens. It's kind of, there's Zuka, and the cheaper over there. She's usually the first one to follow me in here because she knows I'm overturning the earth and all kinds of bugs come out. But yeah, Dickinson pumpkins. But I think I'm going to change that plan. I am going to grow or plant some of the jack-o'-lantern, Connecticut Field jack-o'-lanterns in here, and hope for the best. I forgot where it was that I read that. Those were my pigeons. I forget where it was that I read that to get pumpkins by Halloween, you should plant no later than 4th of July. And yes, there's a lot of distractions this morning. Actually, I shouldn't be flying the birds at all today because of the fireworks. I need to make them all come home. But you can plant them on 4th of July and you should be able to have pumpkins in time for Halloween. But down here in Florida, that's really hard because planting in the summer is the most difficult because of the powdery mildew and the insects, and the stink bugs and leaf-footed bugs are already out. There are actually quite a few inside the ivy gourd mating, and they're gross. They're the ones that have prevented me from growing tomatoes out here. It's kind of funny that moving out into the country, I thought, oh, it'll be easier to grow crops in the country than in the city. It's not. It's actually easier to grow in the suburbs and in the city because there's fewer insects. Go figure. I never would have thought that. So this is going to be a variety garden. Mostly Dickinson, Kinetic Field, Seminole, and Hubbard squash are going to go in here. I don't know what I'm going to do for my, I guess, winter pumpkin patch. If anyone has any suggestions, the other side, where if you saw my videos last year, I was going to make that just for gourds. And the reason for that is, well, the pumpkins did very well, and they actually did better on the other side of the house for some reason. But the chickens eat the pumpkins, so it's okay when they come in here, as long when the pumpkins are young, they don't dig them up or peck them or anything. But once they start getting female fruits, that's when it's bad. And I'm going to have to fence out that opening and maybe, I don't know, do something to make this taller, because as you saw, that one, she just jumps over everything. And they can jump over through there. So I'm thinking that for the winter one, I don't want to pull the plants out from here if they're still producing. And I thought about maybe planting some in the front yard, although the chickens do get out. And if they see pumpkins in the front yard, they will jump over the fence. So I'm just going to have to rig something up. But I don't know. I guess the main problem is if there's still plants in here by the time the end of August or the beginning of September rolls around and I want to plant just for jack-o'-lanterns, I don't know where I'm going to do that, because I don't want to pull out the plants that will be in here if they're already producing. But I guess I'm thinking too far ahead, and I should worry about that when I get to it. Alright, I'm going to stop here for now, because I'm probably going to make 2 updates today, as I'm very excited about 4th of July and everything that's happening. Alright, have a good one.